Well, I don't know whether I can sway this, but right, if chocolate is made from beans, right, and beans can be counted as one of your 5 a day, does that mean chocolate's one of your 5 a day? Can I do that?
Well, there's a plate, and it's split into different sections, like carbohydrates, which is like potato and stuff like that, and cereal maybe. I'm not really sure.
But yeah, I can also see it might put case through the roof, but then again, it might not. I might have mentioned this a while ago, or I might have been talking to somebody else about that, I can't remember. But there were drinking laws that you couldn't drink a certain amount, you couldn't drink past a certain time. They've got rid of these laws because of, and it's now down to the owner of the pub. Hello and welcome to another episode of Brightening Barrow. In today's episode we're going to be looking at how to keep fit and healthy. I mean, we've mentioned it lots of times, but well, we're going to give it a strong focus, and we'll also be covering anything that we can think of off the top of our heads. So let's start. Okay, let's start with a question. That's always a good place. I mean, you can answer it with a question if you want. A question with a question. I'm getting sidetracked already. It's only the start of the episode, right? Okay. So, what does it mean to keep fit and healthy? What do you think? Summarise.
Well, it's just when you do exercise and eating good food. I'm sure everyone's seen like that drawing of like a plate with like different sections in it of all the different food you have to eat to keep like a good diet, and it's all about like keeping you like I was gonna say keeping you good, but that's not what like as in like your heart and your muscles and like your brain and stuff, so that you don't die really young.
Yeah. Okay, that's quite good explanation. Yeah, so there's many different ways to keep healthy, and obviously physical and mental health are actually really quite closely entwined. Can't remember how many episodes ago. It might just be the last one, or it might be the one before. But we did walk, and that was very closely linked to both of them, because certainly with exercise, definitely running and walking. I mean, I felt the benefits, not only physically, but it's a great way to keep you mentally healthy as well. So definitely get exercise and eating healthy as well. That is also important. Although I don't know whether I can sway this, but right, if chocolate is made from beans, right, and beans can be counted as one of your 5 a day, does that mean chocolate's one of your 5 a day? Can I do that? Actually, isn't it 7 a day now?
I don't know.
I'm trying to change it. Yeah, okay. I'm sticking with that then. Chocolate's one of my favourite. Well, actually, if you eat so much chocolate that it's bad for your health, it's good for your memory. So, well, yeah, you know, so put it this way, right? You've got an exam, you need to remember a load of stuff. Eat a load of chocolate, right? And then you have a brilliant memory, but then afterwards, you probably won't be doing so good. I mean, if you really want to, I mean, there's better techniques, and I think we mentioned that on the first episode. Chocolate has benefits. Actually, that's a good point. I know I've made it. I've just realised that yeah, eating unhealthy. Can we sway this? Okay, can we sway that eating unhealthily is healthy? Right?
No.
Hear me out. I don't mean physically, but mentally. Right. So you've got all these sweet, sugary foods like chocolate and sweets. You like them. It tastes good. It feels good to eat them. Yes.
Yeah.
It gives you a release. So that's not mentally straining, which means that it's benefiting your mental well-being. So actually, eating unhealthily occasionally can be good for your mental health.
Yes, but
Thank you.
not eating unhealthily is good for resilience and like, you know, restraint and stuff. So then in future, when you like can't do stuff, then you're not gonna. Your mental health isn't gonna be as bad afterwards if you eat healthy.
It's not an excuse for chocolate. That's all I'm doing here. I'm getting an excuse to chocolate. Okay, moving away from chocolate now. Okay, you mentioned about that food plate. That seems a good place to start. Talk us through it, because honestly, I can only vaguely remember it. I could not existed until you mentioned it. So, talk through that.
Well, there's a plate, and it's split into different sections, like carbohydrates, which is like potato and stuff like that, and cereal maybe. I'm not really sure. And sweet stuff like chocolates and all that, because you do need to eat that, obviously, because it gives you lots of energy.
See,
but only
chocolate's good.
only in small amounts. I can't just eat chocolate all the time, Ewan. I'm really sorry.
Oh. Okay, keep going.
Protein, like meat and all that. Other things as well. I'm gonna look it up. Hang on.
Probably
I'll find the plate. Food. Good diet plate. Let's see if this comes up. Oh, here we go. Oh, fruit and veg, obviously. Dairy, like milk and eggs and stuff.
Dairy milk. Chocolate and dairy. See? And right, you can get chocolate that has fruit in, like a picnic bar, right? So that's got milk, that's got chocolate, and that's got fruit in. Carrot cake, that must be good for you as well, because that's got carrots in. And carrots are good for you. In fact, actually.
Well, if you're gonna eat chocolate, have fruit and nut, is what you're saying. Like Cadbury fruit and nut chocolate.
Ooh,
because that has lots of milk and lots of fruit.
Yes.
And nuts and chocolate also. So there you go.
Yeah, just with fruit and veg, fun little fact. Radar is related to carrots. Right, so, and this is where you must have heard the saying that carrots can help you see in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm fairly sure that, I'm certain that originated from World War II as a ploy for the Germans, because we had radar. We started saying, eat carrots, it'll help you see in the dark. That's where it comes from. Turns out carrots are actually good for your eyes. No, they don't help you see in the dark, but carrots benefit your eyes. So eat carrot cake, or just carrots. Carrot cake's good, though. I like carrot cake.
Yeah. I don't like it when they put, like, nuts in it, though.
No, I like that. I like walnuts.
No.
I like also.
I don't like fruit and nuts and stuff in nice things, because it just ruins it, in my opinion.
It enhances the flavour. Makes it better.
Well, apart from tea cakes with raisins like them.
Oh, they're nice.
Yeah.
I had a friend that told me that they didn't like fruit cake. I said, "Do you like Christmas cake?" He said, "Yeah." I mean, apart from the fact that it's covered in almond marzipan, which is, again, this is my video. I love marzipan. That's brilliant. Let's move away from food, because otherwise we could be here forever. So yeah, you said at the start there's a few different sections of keeping fit and healthy. So I mean, we could probably just simplify it into it benefits both your physical and your mental health, but we can split it into eating healthily and staying fit, doing activities and exercise. So let's talk about exercise then. There are many different types of exercise, and there's some people that don't like sport, me included. I'm terrible at it, and I would rather not do it. But so what can you do if you don't like sport, but you can still keep fit and healthy? What sort of activity can you be doing?
Well, I think obviously if it's possible, walking to school or work or college or whatever you do, that's a good idea. And obviously that's not possible, then that's, you don't force yourself to do it, but it's a good idea. I walk to college some days, and it's about 40 minutes for me. So what they say is you want to do 150 minutes, if you're like an adult, you want to do 150 minutes of non-vigorous exercise a week, or 75 minutes of vigorous exercise a week. So vigorous exercise is like playing sports, or
running, walking fast,
yeah.
and anything that exerts a lot of effort. So I don't tend to do ambient exercise. When I walk to and from college, I mean, I live a couple of miles away. I do it in half an hour, and well, no, I don't do it in half an hour. I do it in less. I keep pushing myself to do it quicker and quicker. I mean, I'm probably going to end up damaging myself at some point. That's how I get my weekly exercise. I do really hard, vigorous exercise. Just getting to college and back. I mean, it totals about 50 minutes ish each day. So I'm not that hard exercise.
Also, like vigorous exercise, like other non-vigorous exercise, even like you could swim, like non-competitive swimming. That's fun. I like swimming, and also it's good for you. Like doing stuff like climbing walls. I guess that's non-vigorous.
I used to do that. I'll do it over at Kendal. At Stop because I live in Dalton, and Kendal's quite far away, so I wouldn't really get my money's worth because I'm traveling just to travel. They did use one in Barrow. I'm sure they did. I'm sure there was. I
think they have them sometimes at the leisure centre in Barrow.
Yeah,
but it's like for a bit and then it goes away.
Yeah. There really is all sorts. I mean, I do enjoy doing exercise and all sorts of things. I try and find things that I do enjoy doing. I'm not a massive sport person. I mean, I would rather, I'd rather read a book than do sport, to be fair. But I try and find things that I can do. So I walk to school. I walk to school. One of the few sports I do enjoy is running, and that's only because I did walking. I got quite good at long distance running just through walking. So I think walking can help you run.
And also doing a sport that you're good at is good for your mental health.
Yes.
Because it increases confidence and all that sort of thing. That's very good. I like badminton. I'm not very good at it, but I play it anyway.
You have to enjoy it.
Yeah, just because I enjoy it. I'm not very good at badminton.
Find something you enjoy and you want to do it. I enjoy walking, therefore I want to walk to college. I mean, I walk there every day, even when it's raining and I realise that it's probably not a good idea. I still do it anyway. But that's my mentality. I really enjoy going for long walks and things. That's why I'm doing the walking mini-series thing, which you can find on the website. There should be 2 uploaded in December when I get around to planning and walking them. Just a little bit of advertising for you there. But yeah, okay. So if you're, I've actually got no idea where I'm going with this, but we'll see how this turns out. So if you're eating healthy and you're doing lots of exercise, does that mean that you are fit and healthy? I mean, you're doing it. Is this necessarily good that you're just doing that? Say if I'm only eating a balanced diet and I'm going out for exercise every single day whenever I can, am I doing well?
Well, you should do other stuff as well, obviously. But I mean, if that's what you want to do, then you kind of go on. I mean, other stuff like relaxing, because you might, if you do too much exercise, you might pull a muscle, or you could do more serious injuries and stuff like that. So yeah, taking some time for yourself, obviously, as we said before, eating a bit of chocolate, that's good for you. Yeah. Just a little bit of chocolate or sweets or something like that every day. like that's good for you. And like, you know, taking some time just watching like telly or doing whatever you want.
Yeah, so staying a bit healthy doesn't necessarily mean always eating a balanced diet, always going out for exercise. It does involve occasionally having the odd treat where you're not really doing anything, when you're lounging about, when you stay in bed until gone half one. I've done that occasionally. It does mean not necessarily eating healthy for one meal or so. You do need to not be perfect in order to be good. It sounds
trying to be perfect can be bad for your mental health as well.
Yes.
If you try too hard to be perfect and not,
definitely.
you know.
That is, yeah. You probably you watch you watch this effect on whatever they're called, TV shows. That's the one.
Athletes? Oh, TV shows.
TV shows. There's often when it's fictional, there's often a character that tries too hard and that they are perfect in whatever they do, and it often turns out that they're not as good, and the newbie person who doesn't train as hard, it turns out to be a better person. I think it's a recurring thing, because it's true. Really, that's you do tend to play on these things. Certainly for TV shows and fiction books, but they play on real life things. So occasionally, it can be good and educational to watch rubbish, basically. I'm not encouraging you to watch every single dreadful thing that's on TV, because in my opinion, there's quite a lot, but that's my opinion. Exercise, I mean, we've told you that it is beneficial, but why is it actually beneficial? I mean, it sounds a bit of an odd question. We all know that it's good for our health. What does this actually mean? What does it mean?
Well, it can like decrease the chances of you getting lots of diseases, like heart disease, like some types of cancer even. You know, like if you're healthy and you're fit and you like keep your muscles and your heart and everything pumping, and that's like gonna it's gonna make your chances of getting these diseases lower, which you want, obviously.
Very good. Okay, I think we've just about covered it for everything that we can talk about. Obviously, there's various websites that can give you much more information that we can, given that we're not specialists in this area. But Matt, I just want your thoughts on this. So, you've probably all heard, you probably have as well, but there's speculation that all lockdown things will be ceased just for Christmas Day, and then afterwards there'll be various states of lockdown, like 5 days of isolation and a 25-day lockdown and all that type of stuff. What do you think of it? Because obviously there is just loads of speculation. So if we take it as, we can't stress this, that we don't know what's happening, we're not saying it is, but if we take it as Christmas Day, all restrictions gone, what do you think? What do you think of that? Just out of interest.
I mean, it's not very good, is it? Because like they've cancelled all the other holidays for other religions and cultures and all that. So why is Christmas any different in that way? Because you know, I know that like the majority of people. Oh, there we go. I know the majority of people in England do celebrate Christmas, but there's lots of people who don't and like celebrate other things, and they've been cancelled. And also, if we do let people do whatever they want on Christmas, then cases are just going to go up again, aren't they? So I don't see why we do that.
Is it necessary? I mean, I'm not entirely sure what to think, because I mean, I don't really know. It does kind of make sense. I can see where they could be coming from, because Christmas, obviously, it's traditionally a Christian Catholic festival.
Yeah.
That's of Jesus, and we are going to be addressing that in.
England is a Christian country.
Yeah, like England's a Christian country, but also we use it as just a time of family. So I can see where they're coming from, this idea, or at least a speculative idea of it happening. Again, we don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that front. So I can see where they're coming from. But yeah, I can also see it might put cases through the roof, but then again, it might not. I might have mentioned this a while ago, or I might have just been talking to somebody else. I don't know. Can't remember. But there were drinking laws that you couldn't drink a certain amount. You couldn't drink past a certain time. But they've got rid of these laws because of and it's now down to the owner of the pub. What they actually found was that cases of drunkenness, that's not the right word, drunk cases, that's one, actually dropped because people weren't given a limit. So, I mean, that might happen. I mean, I doubt it will. But that's just a possibility, small possibility. But yeah, I think you are right. The chances are that.
Yeah. I think that a lot of families as well, like, I know they're not meant to, but a lot of families have, like, seen each other, like, maybe, like, they've social distance and stuff, but they've seen each other. And a lot of people, like, elderly relatives and stuff, are in, like, a support bubble, so they'll be able to come round anyway. So I think in some cases it'll probably not affect that much. So it might not be such a dramatic rise, but I think cases will still go up, and people will still, like, some people will definitely, like, just completely ignore the rules and do whatever they want.
Probably.
And if it's Christmas, then people are going to go above and beyond to see the friends and see everyone. And lots of people like to go out at Christmas and do stuff like that. So I think we will see a rise, but it might, I don't know. Basically,
yeah, well,
I don't know.
We don't know what to expect. Obviously, just keep checking the government website, keep checking the news. We'll know soon enough what's going on. We can't really say otherwise. So this is just our opinions and what all the speculation is. Just to give a bit of an idea, what are your thoughts on that? Let us know, or just have a think. It's quite an interesting point. It's quite interesting. A lot of the speculation. There's lots of different ways you can attack it. So have a think about that. It might be interesting to know your opinions. Okay, well, we've covered pretty much everything that we've got there. So we're now going to move on to our good news stories. Yeah. Right, okay. You got them up?
Yes.
Right, okay. I'll continue then. Right, do you want to start us off with the good news stories then?
Oh, yes. The Manchester United player Marcus Rashford has said well done on his Twitter to a little boy from Barrow, 8-year-old Joshua Hewson, after he launched a campaign called Barrow United, which was inspired by Marcus Rashford's campaigning for food banks across the UK. And Joshua set up his own campaign, Barrow United, to call upon the area's schools to donate items to the food bank. And 10 Barrow schools have already signed up to be a part of it, which is very good. And hampers will be delivered to families during the festive period who need help.
Right. As part of an annual celebration for children in care, the children who are looked after by foster parents have been invited to take part in a series of activities, workshops. These will include everything from baking, crafting, science experiments, all sorts of things. By the time this episode has gone out, presumably it will have finished. But that started on Saturday, which is today as of recording. And by the time it appeared that it started half an hour ago for us. So you may know someone who took part in that, or you may have taken part in that in yourself. Yeah. I was going to say more to that. But...
Is that it then?
Yep. I thought I was going to
Okay.
say there's nothing to say. It's a short story.
Dan McGeorge, who's a chef, he's a head chef actually at Rothay Manor, which is in Ambleside, has received an Acorn Award, which is hosted by the hospitality magazine, The Cater, which gives awards for hospitality, and it's very prestigious apparently. It said other people have won it. I've never heard of any of them because I don't know anything about chefs, but Marcus Waring, Jason Atherton and Marco Pierre White, who must be very good chefs. I don't really know. It's this award that he won celebrates the achievements of 30 of the industry's brightest stars each year who are under the age of 30. So he said that it's very, it's a career highlight for him, and it's been quite a difficult year this year for hospitality, but he's very happy that they've highlighted the opportunities that it can provide, that hospitality can provide to the future generations.
Students across Cumbria will be able to access information, advice and guidance for higher education in an upcoming virtual opportunities fair. This is from Hello Future, which is led by the University of Cumbria. And this will be to help students in college to decide by giving them information, obviously, help them to decide what to do as their next steps going into further education.
And lots of universities are doing open days at the minute, aren't they? So
yeah, there's a lot of them are trying to go, because obviously we'd normally go around. Can't do that at the minute. So yeah, there's various virtual days. You can probably find them by either looking on YouTube or via the website. I think you can find various styles of things to help you decide.
The Salvation Army in Barrow is offering to help struggling families in Barrow this Christmas. And they've said that although they're unable to open their building at the minute, they're still trying to help people. Obviously, the impact of COVID, it's hit people's salaries and people's, like, the amount of money people have made this year a lot. So they've said, if you know anyone who's struggling this Christmas, like, just tell them to talk to the Salvation Army, and then they've got lots of things that they can give them support.
That's right. Yeah, so in today's episode, we've talked about keeping healthy and the possible what's going to happen at Christmas. Again, we don't know about that. Keep in touch with the government website to find out what's happening. Also, watch the news. So we've talked from chocolates to politics in this episode, and we'll be back to chocolate again at some point. I do like a good piece of chocolate, which is relevant because Christmas is coming up, and you know, people get chocolates for Christmas. And I'm going to stop talking about chocolates now.
Well, you'll be happy about getting advent calendars soon, because it's start of December, in like, not next week, but the week after.
Chocolate.
So, thank you for watching episode 12 of Brightening Barrow podcast. We aim to Brighton Barrow one stream at a time.